If someone is here, please say hello. One day, no one's gonna show up. Maybe today is that day. I won't know until it's too late. And I'll do it anyway, because there are people. Hi, Sarah! Are you? Yes, I'm tired too. Everything's exhausting. Yeah, one day, no one's gonna show up. And it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna do it anyway, because my friends watch it later. Because it's really late. And one of my friends who watches this is currently out of town at a puppet festival with real people and bands and hugs and entertainment in theaters and seats that people are sitting in and no masks, not because they want their independence, but because they don't need them anymore because they did it. But we'll get to that. I don't know why I'm holding this. I'm holding this up in case my friend Gustavo is here. I want him to know that it says un momento, which is, I assume, Google says that's Portuguese. So hopefully, I think this may be the first one he's missed. It doesn't matter. We'll get through it anyway. We'll get through it anyway without our flatmate. All right. I'm actually doing this one without any notes. I didn't print out things. Hi, Ryan. Hello, friends. It's good to see you. Like I said, I'm tired, but I'm like punchy. Oh, no, that's not going to happen. You can play on the piano or you can play in your box, but you cannot come on the computer. That's not for you. Sit, just sit. Just chill out. There you go. That's not gonna last. Okay. I might as well get started. I don't know if my friend Noah is here, but a couple years ago, he posted the lyrics to this song, or like a small snippet, just a small snippet, and the song in its entirety came rushing back to my head, from like middle school, high school. I don't know. Stop that. Here we go. Owning a cat. Living with a cat. I hardly own him. I don't know. My vet bills would beg to differ. So, owning a cat. Anyway, this is a song by Bruce Cockburn, but I will admit, in my American youth, I learned it from, well, Bruce Cockburn is Canadian, and so are the Bare Naked Ladies, but I absolutely learned it from the Bare Naked Ladies. And Noah definitely posted these lyrics, and he is probably the biggest fan of the Bare Naked Ladies I've ever met. And I think he's like fan friend. I think he's pushing that. He's pushing that line. I'll wait. He knows, by the way, that this will get me out of bed. So he's just gonna sit. Come on. Make up your mind. Make up your... Hold on. I am packing. I have cat treats in my pocket. There you go. Hey. No one wants to watch this. No one wants to watch. You're deaf. Come on, buddy. I'm sorry. He's decided to sit down. There are 3 fucking crunchy cat treats here that are his favorite and cannot be bothered. Hey, I love you. Yes, you're great. Have those cat treats. Oh my god. What? I don't even know. Talk about the Bare Naked Ladies. I did. They're great. They're not my favorite band, but they were instrumental in my youth. They put that, yeah. The stuff that made the radio, fine. But some of the B tracks, good stuff. But they don't get credit for this. Bruce Cockburn does. never stopped us. No, start over, don't fuck up this time. I have no notes. Don't the hours grow shorter as the days go by? We never seem to stop and open our eyes. One day you're waiting for the sky to fall. Next you're dazzled by the beauty of it all. Lovers in a dangerous time. 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 These fragile bodies of touch and taste. This fragrant skin, this hair like lace. Your spirit's open to a thrust of grace. Never a breath you can afford to waste. Lovers in a dangerous time. Lovers in a dangerous time. We were lovers in a dangerous time. We were lovers in a dangerous time. When you're lovers in a dangerous time, sometimes you're made to feel as if your love's a crime. Nothing worth having comes without some kind of fight. You've got to kick in the darkness till it bleeds daylight. You've got to kick in the darkness till it bleeds daylight. Lovers in a dangerous time. Lovers in a dangerous time. We are 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 lovers in a dangerous time. That'll work. Could you see? No, I'm blocking him entirely. You can't see him moving around the house. You can only hear the twinkling of his little bell. That is, oh no, don't do that. Do that. Okay. Well, we've wasted 8 minutes for a 2-minute song, and that tracks as normal. Oh, yes. That song also, I chose to do that a week ago, and then yesterday, the Chop area in Seattle, or Chaz as it used to be called, but the Capitol Hill occupied protest was disbanded by the police, who were not allowed there. And I, of course, never got to go because I'm in quarantine and it was in Seattle. But it was such a remarkable looking place. And one of the things I heard on the report from NPR this morning was that the police had swept in and they had moved everyone out. They had arrested, I think, 31 people who refused to leave. And then they were dismantling and taking apart the art. And I felt like that was very indicative of everything. So, way to go, Seattle PD. You're pretty fucking terrible. Anyway, let's talk about dirty songs that I wrote for theater. That's a segue, right? Garbage. Here's garbage. Doesn't work if I extend my hand that way. This is the end of the frame. I'm actually pretty good at monitor work. Oh, speaking of garbage, here's a trashy song that I wrote for a show called Sex and How to Have It that I was in Asheville for a lovely little theater called the Magnetic Theater. And Yeah, I'll do the song first and then I'll have a beverage that may also be garbage. So, I had a religious upbringing, and that included 13 years of Catholic school, which scarred me for life. So, I want you to understand how much of an accomplishment this is for me. And I want you to know that the word ice cream in Japanese is ice cream, which is wonderful. And in Czech, it's zmrzlina, which is also kind of wonderful, but that's 5 consonants up front. Zmrzlina. Z-M-R-L-Z. No. Z-M-Z-M-R-Z-L. Yeah. Zmrzlina. Z-M-R-Z-L. Zmrzlina. Okay. How does the song go again? Why didn't I write notes? No one, there's no pressure, Nemo. There's no pressure. I could do whatever I want. They can leave. No one paid. It's just Facebook and YouTube and the internet, and it's forever. It was 4:30 in the morning when we finally got to bed. I wasn't feeling so amazing, had this pounding in my head. But now the sun has risen and the day has just begun. There is plenty out there waiting, but for now, let's just have fun. Oh God, Bobby's here too. I am so emotionally scarred by my Catholic upbringing. Let's have sex and eat ice cream. Let's read a book and lay around in bed. Thoughts of decadence and endorphins. The oxytocin has come straight to my head. Our schedule has been crazy and this week's been really rough, but we've been getting on so well. We might as well be getting off. Get it? You get it? You get it? With a fucking hammer. Let's have sex and eat ice cream. Let's read a book and lay around in bed. Thoughts of decadence and endorphins. The oxytocin has come straight to my head. And I don't want to do anything except you. I do you. I could bake a D minor. Bake a cake, and in the time it takes, we could do whatever we wanted to. We could try that new position, put those fantasies to fruition. I am a self-employed musician, and I have got all the time in the world. I wrote this before quarantine. I wrote this like 10 years ago. Now I'm a self-employed puppeteer. So let's have sex and eat ice cream. Let's read a book and lay around in bed. Thoughts of decadence and endorphins. The oxytocin has gone straight to my head. Let's have sex and eat, he'll find it. Let's read a book and lay around in bed. All this decadence and endorphins. The oxytocin has gone straight to my head. That's a song about sex. But it's called My Plans for a Sunday Afternoon. Been in quarantine for a really long time. Okay, let's try a beverage. Now, last week, I drank sparkling jelly yuzu sake, which is just amazing, and I don't have any more, and it's devastating. And Atlanta's not so far away, but everything's locked down. Although it's not locked down, but it really should be locked down. So, but I was at the grocery store the other day, and I saw oh shit, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, and I saw this sparkling coconut water with yuzu. Now, as I said, I will buy gosh darn anything with yuzu in it. Sparkling water, totally my jam. Yuzu, absolutely. We've already established that the rules of this universe state I will buy the yuzu thing. Coconut water, also great. Sparkling coconut water, however, often tastes of soap. So, I'm taking a risk. It's not going to be the punch in the face that alcohol beverages do to me. Yeah, I grew up my fingernails for a reason. I don't know, it smells like coconut yuzu water factory. Ooh, yeah, ASMR. Also, I love these cans because I can strip the label off of them and I can use them for making turdelnik. My backwoods Appalachia, I don't have a fire pit or things to make proper turdelnik. So, I mean, this isn't a show where I like taste test things, but it's not great. It's not soap, but that coconut's too strong. Coconut is great, but I didn't ask for it. I just want yuzu. But yeah, it does say with yuzu, so maybe there's a hint of something citrus, but I can't tell that it's yuzu. Well, what a disappointment that is. That's okay. What I wanted to say, I was gonna complain. Oh, it's been a pretty crappy week because they all are. But as I think everyone knows by now, the New York Times has come out with this article because now it's totally true that the Americans, hi, us, are not being allowed back in Europe when Europe reopens on, actually, I think the 4th of July or the 7th, I forget. I'm following lots of different countries' opening procedures. And, but I found out recently that won't apply to students. Among other, there are other exceptions, but I am one of the exceptions. So that is the best gosh darn news. Thank you. He means to play a nice C major chord, but he can't because he's a cat. So that was some good news. And then meanwhile, I think I mentioned, I ranted about my friend and his daughter, and then a few other friends of mine from Prague are all at a little town called Hrudim. Hrudim. It's got a s. And, yeah, we've been the shithole country for a while. But in Hrudim, every year there's a puppet festival, and they're there. My friends are there, and one of my friends is teaching a workshop, and then he brought his daughter, and they're going to watch puppet shows, and then they're going to try to explain the puppet shows to me, which is a great English building lesson. So, vidim tobie? Nevim. Oh. To je jedna moment jenom pro nami? Me, we, us, I don't know. Whatever. It was secret. Anyway, he sent me a video of a Czech band playing a song that was very clearly The Offspring's Pretty Fly for a White Guy. And if you're not familiar with that song, look it up. It's also a weird song title to be thinking of in the now times, but there it is. But yeah, middle school, early high school, I think for me came back hard, but it's there. I don't know what the Czech lyrics are, but it was very, very strange. But Emma, my friend's daughter, was very into it. So good job, Emma and Mishka. I'm glad you're having fun. We're not, because I'm in America. And this tastes like coconut soap. Anyway, the bells are back. God, I said that like I was angry. I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe this is how I process anger. It's certainly not done through hand strength. I could do it myself. Don't know where the cat is. I know that you're... Oh, he's right here. He's right... Oh, now he's on the floor. You're probably watching this and thinking, gosh, she talks to herself a lot. The poor girl, all of the quarantine has really done a number, but I was like this before. boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat through the deep and dark. In the dead of night, I'll still find your light. Row, row, row your boat through the deep and dark. In the dead of night, I'll still find your light. Your light. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And release the sustain pedal. Oh, yay! Counter melodies are the best! That's all. That's all. I love you all. I miss you all. This isn't as good as the sparkling yuzu sake. And, Akira meないで. We learned that last week because this show is nothing if not educational. Akira meないでmeans do not give up. And, Torzin palce means I hold my thumbs, which is like I cross my fingers. So, Ardo fam is I hope. I don't, which is my way of saying I don't know how to say I won't give up or don't give up in Czech, but I'll learn it this week. Akira meないで, drink some water, drink some soap seltzer, take care of yourself and take a nap if you need it. That's all. Goodbye. That's better.